Hello Scorpio, so let's find out what is going on for you guys for the month of August 2025. As always, please don't try and force the messages to fit, and of course anything that comes out with the reading that you don't like the look of, then it's completely within your power to change. Okay, so your spirit animal message for this week is the bear and strength, and it says the bear symbolizes a strong source of support in needs of in times of difficulty and adversity. Okay, it may be time for you to stand for your beliefs or your truth with strength and confidence. You're free to roam at will and follow your path. Okay, so this one heavily implies that there are some sort of difficulties ahead, or maybe you're going through some sort of difficulties right now. So this is asking here for you to call upon your reserves of strength that you didn't even know that you had, okay, in order to get through whatever it is that's going on here. And I'm hoping that when we pull the tarot, we're going to find out more about exactly what these times of difficulty and adversity are all about, okay? It's saying, look, never be afraid to stand up for yourself, to stand up for your beliefs, for your truth, for your way of life. Okay, so it could be that maybe somebody is threatening your peace. Okay, so don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Show strength and show confidence. So if you consider the way that a bear moves, right, they've got quite an intimidating energy to them. Right, even if they're little bears, they still look really, really intimidating. And everyone knows that bears can do a lot of damage, right? For anyone who's a homesteader across the pond, then bears are definitely going to be a dangerous pest to your livestock, right? Because they're just so strong and powerful, and they charge through everything. Like, a bear doesn't give a shit, right? And the way that it moves, the way that it walks, is quite intimidating. So if you find that other people tend to pick you out in the crowd and seem to think that they can bully you or anything like that, consider the way that you carry yourself out there, right? Are you walking with confidence? Do you walk like you're aware of your surroundings? Or are you head down, staring at the pavement, headphones in, not really taking in everything that's going on around you, right? Because usually in public situations, if anybody was going to start any shit, they would start it with the person who doesn't look like they're already aware of their surroundings, right? So consider the bear energy whenever you're dealing with other people. How does a bear move? What energy does it give off? And then consider, how do you move? What energy do you give off, right? You are free to roam at will and to follow your path, which indicates that nobody has the right to impose on your space, okay? No one has the right to interfere with what it is that you've got going on. You're free to choose as you will. You're free to move however you want to move. Right, so let's take a look at the strongest energy, mischief. Okay, so this is the external situation. Now, mischief, it can be read as something that is light-hearted, fun and jovial, but it can also be read as something that is a lot darker, okay, more destructive. So we will find out more in a minute. I'm just pulling the rest of your tarot. Overall energy, fear. So it is quite dark, I'm afraid, here, Scorpio. That mischief is not about jovial, having a laugh, making a bit of mischief, right? It's not about that. This is literally someone else having a laugh at your expense, something like that. Someone trying to cause fear, Okay, again, it's all about disrupting your own peace. Okay, so we'll find out more about that. What's going on with this mischief for our Scorpio collective? And it's interesting how that deck has started to misbehave as well. Okay. Can you tell us more about this fear and mischief for what's going on in Scorpio's energy? Okay, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups. That's an interesting combination. I mean, it indicates that there's a situation in love here where someone is not making up their mind. They're unable to make a firm decision here when it comes down to love, or when it comes down to what is important to them, right? I don't know if that's you or if that's someone else that you're dealing with, Scorpio. Just take it as it resonates. But with that Ace of Cups, that indicates compassion, love. It could be your creativity. It could be your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual practices, okay? But it's all about the deeper feelings. Now, with fear being your strongest overall energy, it feels to me like someone is afraid to be vulnerable. Someone is afraid to show their true feelings, almost as if they have to put on this hardened exterior all of the time, right? There's definitely a lot of past hurt that causes an individual to develop that hardened exterior. It's like afraid to let anyone close. So this is all about the need to practice that fine balance between being vigilant, being aware, and not being aware at all, right? Because I can see both sides of the fence here, so it's always good to try and maintain that middle ground. There's trouble here that's brewing within a relationship, within a connection, and it's like someone doesn't know what to do with it or about it. And then I'm definitely getting a lot of secrets as well, even though the cards haven't come out yet to indicate secrecy. I'm definitely feeling that energy. It's like you could be holding a lot of things back here, Scorpio, or this is someone else's energy towards you. You might be trying to encourage another person to come out of their shell, and they're just not going for it. They're just too afraid. Or again, you can flip it, and that's your energy, and someone else is trying to get you to come out of your shell, but you're just not playing ball at the moment because of that fear. Let's get another card for that mischief. I'm going to use a different deck because I need to clarify this. What's going on with that mischief for Scorpio, please? Mischief with the fear, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups. What's going on? The Six of Wands. It's all about getting the attention, getting the accolades. Okay, leveling up also. It's like someone can feel that a connection or a relationship is about to enter into its next level, and it's made someone afraid. The Chariot. Hard control, forward momentum. A situation that might be moving too quickly. Maybe something is moving too quickly for your liking. It's like someone doesn't feel like they can get rooted in a situation because it keeps changing quickly. Okay, what's your internal energy? Nature. That's actually a beautiful energy to carry, Scorpio, because it's not fighting against what's going on. It's almost like you are accepting what's going on around you, but you just wish that things would slow down a bit. Okay, can you tell us more about nature, please? What's going on for Scorpio with nature? Well, the King of Cups. That is one of your cards, Scorpio. Man or woman, doesn't make a difference. That's emotional stability. It's very compassionate energy. Showing compassion. The moon. Deep, deep feelings. Honoring your feelings here. I'm not feeling that particular moon as being confusion. It is secrecy, yeah. But it's feelings run deep here. Your feelings run deep. You're naturally a very deep feeler. Nature, King of Cups and the moon. And then you've got the Ten of Wands that's come out squiffy. It feels like you're saying that your heart or your feelings have gotten you into trouble before. So these days you tend to just keep it all to yourself. But that's causing a bit of heaviness to your energy here. There's also something that you're wanting to get off your chest. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles and the Devil, squiffy. Okay. There's obsession here. I don't feel that you're currently experiencing that obsession because it's come out squiffy. It's something that you're processing, something that you're working through. You could be afraid that you might come across as looking like you're obsessed or anything like that. Maybe that's why you're keeping your feelings and your emotions to yourself, even though it's painful, heavy and hurts. It's like past experiences have led you to keeping your emotions to yourself. Okay. What is it that you don't see coming? What's in your blind spot? Commitment. You don't see coming the fact that someone else feels the exact same way towards you, Scorpio. They feel the exact same way. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily need to be about romantic love, right? There is definitely a romantic situation that is coming out of this energy for a lot of you guys, right? But that's not going to be true for all of yous. For some, this could be like a business deal, a business arrangement, okay? It's indicating that you feel a certain way, and yet you're worried about coming across as being obsessed or obsessive, or trying to control the situation, whether this is business or love, right? You're fully aware of how this situation might look to another person. Commitment is in your blind spot. That's literally someone going, do you know what? I feel the exact same way towards Scorpio. And if this is love, then yeah, this is definitely someone who is in love with you, Scorpio. For certain. The Two of Wands, but they don't know what to do with it either. That's like they're trying to feel around in the dark, right? It's making the first steps. So in your blind spot, you've got an individual who is making the first steps towards you. That's what you don't see coming. It's like they're trying to build bridges with you here. So it is another person who's trying to break through your toughened exterior, right? Okay, so while I'm clarifying this card, I'm going to give you the details for this month's free gift giveaway for the Mystic Dreams Advanced Tarot deck. So this month's free gift giveaway, I am going to be continuing the theme of getting rid of some decks out of my own personal stash that I no longer use and that I don't have space to keep anymore. Okay, so this gift giveaway, it is not sponsored by anybody. It's literally decks that have come from my own private collection that I definitely need to find new homes for. So this month's gift giveaway until August the 31st is this beautiful Mystic Dreams Advanced Tarot by Saint Soleil. Now, the deck itself comes with the gift box, and they provide it in 2 halves so you can fit all the decks in. It's got this beautiful gold edges on it, and you can see that I've used this deck a few times. I just don't get to use it as often as what I would like, and I'm running out of space to keep all these decks. So I've got one of these to give away. It also comes with the Aura Quartz crystal, and of course the beautiful table cover. There it is. I'll switch out the camera so you guys can see the cover. So that comes with the deck as well. And it's got the Saint Soleil emblem on there as well. Okay, just as you can see, it is the original deck. It is not a copy or anything like that. With this one being the Advanced Tarot, it did not come with a guidebook. Okay, however, if you do need help reading this deck, then I'm quite happy to send you instructions on how you can read it through an email to the winner. Okay, so don't worry if you're not an advanced reader, you can still enter this gift giveaway. Yeah, I will just send you the instructions. So your comment below is going to be your entry into this month's free gift giveaway. Please don't leave personal information or anything like that. Just let me know in the comments below that you're interested in rehoming this particular deck. Okay? But yeah, now back to your reading. Okay, so let's clarify this 2 of Wands with the commitment. A Page of Cups, yeah. That's a love offer. Or, again, if this is about someone's business, then this is a valid offer. It's a well-meaning offer. It's a genuine offer. So, Scorpio, you're probably just really accustomed to people fucking you over. And now you're getting this valid offer. It's like you're going to be looking for something that's possibly wrong with it, right? And here's the thing, Scorpio, I don't think anybody would blame you for being naturally suspicious, okay? Because when someone's been fucked over their entire lives, then of course they are going to be naturally suspicious of everything, right? We can only go by what life experience teaches us, yeah? 5 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So something's cost you a lot. You could be worried about what it might cost you on an emotional level. Again, worried about the loss, worried about things going wrong, worried about things not working out. Can you tell us more? The 3 of Wands. But whatever this is, Scorpio, it is going to grow. It is going to expand. It is going to develop. Because your 3 of Wands, that's literally all about the next level. Someone's worried about what the next stage of this connection, relationship, or business deal is going to look like. Okay. It's in your blind spot, though. 6 of Pentacles, but it is a genuine offer. It is a genuine offer. See, it's like you're battling here, Scorpio, with your own inner demons, with your own expectations of, fuck me, everything's just going to go wrong. Yeah, let's take a look at what is currently working against you at this time. Oh, that's a strange one. Soar. For what is working against you. Now that would be akin to it coming out in reverse. I mean, maybe things are moving too soon, too fast for you. Why is soar in what is working against Scorpio at this time? There is a sense of being unprepared, or a feeling of not being prepared. Why is soar what is working against Scorpio? What's going on? So flying too high. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. That's a message about support. But why on earth would support and soar be what is working against you? Is it the feeling of being unsupported? Or the worry of not being supported here? Why is soar and the six? Thank you. The Star and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. I mean, you got these two cards. They're directly in conflict with each other. You got the Star, which is a place where dreams come true. It's wish fulfillment. It's heading in the right direction. And it's come out with the Nine of Swords, which is someone's fears, worries, and anxieties. It's like that feeling of isolation. So what's working against you, I feel, Scorpio, it is your own fears. Your own fears are working against you, and you're being told to find the balance. You've got to balance out your fears between what is real and what is imagined. The imagination is a very powerful thing indeed. It's a very powerful tool. So don't take flight, metaphorically, don't take flight until you feel genuinely ready. And that's why these two cards are there. Okay. Coming out of your comfort zone, it's not about doing things that make you uncomfortable, right? It's not about that. It's about changing up your own expectations. Your comfort zone might have been, do you know what? Fuck everybody, because I'm always going to get hurt if I get involved with anyone, right? That might well be your lived experience. That's why it's now become your expectation. This is saying, it sounds cheesy as hell, but it's saying you've got to give love a chance here. Or you've got to give what you love a chance. Depending on how this is resonating, you've got to balance out your fears. You cannot push yourself before you're ready. That's exactly why those traditionally positive cards have come out in a negative position in the reading. It's almost like you're trying to push yourself before you feel genuinely ready. So you've got to be careful of what would return back to you if you were to take any kind of action before you feel ready. Okay, you're being told you are headed in the right direction. You just have to change up your expectations, because this fear, it is ultimately going to stop you from doing what you really want to do and doing what you really need to do. Okay. You cannot let fear be your guiding light, because it's arse backwards. Okay. So what is currently working for you? direction. Nice. That's basically the equivalent of getting a star. This come out again. For what's working for you. Can you tell us more about direction? For what is working for Scorpio. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Exactly. It's a very gentle, loving energy. Your ability to be graceful. Your ability to be loving, nurturing, kind, diplomatic. Your ability to see all points of view is what is working for you at this time. And there's a huge love heart on that card as well. It's so cute. Love heart right above the cup. Yeah, 6 of Wands. You got to change up your expectations here, Scorpio. A 6 of Wands is literally the Lord of Victory. Okay. It's success. Whatever success looks like for you, because everyone's version of success is different, right? This is your success. This is your rewards. It's the card of the homecoming. Traditionally, it depicts a soldier who's mounted on horseback and he's come home from war, right? And the rest of the villagers come out to meet him, basically. There's a homecoming energy. That's what's working for you. It's all about your self-confidence here with this combination. That also indicates that there is a positive result here that awaits you. Can you tell us more about that? Thank you. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles, and that's come out squiffy. The quest for perfection. Drop that quest for perfection, Scorpio. Never be afraid to show yourself for who you truly are in your fullest glory. Okay? You can tell us more about that 8 of Pentacles. That's also learning from past mistakes, because when you really study that card, it's all about an individual who is a professional, but they've managed to reach professional levels purely because of all of the mistakes that they've made before in the past, right? And it's come out squiffy. So it feels to me like somewhere along the line, Scorpio, you're kind of being your own worst enemy here by holding your own mistakes from the past against yourself. And it's kind of blocking this Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups, yeah. A partnership, either love or business. But that's the intimacy and the trust between two people going back and forth, and it came out squiffy. What's under there? The Queen of Wands. Attraction. Charisma. Magnetism. Okay. Scorpio. Because this is what is working for you, rather than what is working against you, what works for you, actually, is your humbleness. Okay. It's like you don't just see yourself or other people on one level. You don't just look at people and judge them on how they look, how they're dressed. You judge them by how they behave and how they treat others, right? You don't look at people and judge whether they're, good or bad, or whether they should be in your life purely because of how they look, right? So the fact that you can see beyond the surface level of people and of stuff and of everything in general, that really works for you. What's this Two of Cups for Scorpio, please? Yeah. What works for you is your ability to stand up for yourself, to stand up for what you love, believe, and for what is right. Like, literally, your readings come full circle. Because that, if you read what it says on the Bear card again, is literally the meaning of the Seven of Wands. Right? So that is your strength. That is what works for you. And that is what will continue to work for you. So at the bottom of that deck, the Seven of Swords. Wow. The Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups. So in what areas have you perhaps been lying to yourself or deceiving yourself? In what areas of your life are you dissatisfied with? Feeling like you're powerless to change, powerless to control? Because you actually do have control. Okay. There's also the message here of how you've been lied to before, in the past, in love. But you mustn't just assume that that's going to happen again. If this is about love. Remember, it's not about love for everyone. Can you tell us more for Scorpio, please? Oh, that one wants to come out. And don't worry so much about not finding love. It will find you. Yeah. Attract, don't chase. What else for Scorpio, please? Explore the possibilities. Be patient. Trust the wait. Everything is coming together. So there's a time and a place for everything. Okay. What's under there? You're stepping into your highest divine life path. Right. So if it hasn't happened yet, then there's valid reasons why it hasn't happened yet. Okay. Never be tempted to lower your standards. Because if anyone thinks, oh, if I lower my standards, then what I want is going to come to me a lot quicker, it doesn't quite work that way. Okay. Keep your standards high. Passage. In the moments between going from one place to another, you taste the sweetness of life. Passage. So you're going through an important transitional stage of your life then. And in the meanwhile, while you're on this journey, to focus on the sweetness and the beauty of life. And this one's the open door. Now initially this one came out in the reversed, which tells me that you might not be seeing at the moment the opportunities that are currently around you, or you might not be utilizing the resources around you that are currently available to you. Because that was in the reverse. If other options seem closed to you, let them go. There is another way open to you. Yeah. So they're saying any doors or opportunities that close now, then it's a signal that you were headed in the wrong direction. And then at the bottom of the deck is mysteries. Appreciate what you don't know and seek to learn more before you make a decision. So it's impossible for us to know everything all of the time, okay? They're saying there are certain things in life that cannot be predicted, right? So it's kind of like taking everything as and when it comes. And accepting that you're not supposed to know everything all of the time. I feel like there's going to be a lot of surprises that meet you this month, Scorpio. Okay, what else? Okay, we must be conscious and responsible for our beliefs and behaviors if we're ever to be free. Wow. We must be conscious and responsible for our beliefs and behaviors if we're ever to be free. Everyone is responsible for themselves. Like, you're not in charge of the way that other people behave, right? You're only in charge of how you behave. Accountability. Accountability. Everyone is accountable for their own shit. For better or worse. Right, so just to put a little bit of fun into your reading, because that was a strange read, Scorpio. It's quite heavy. I'm going to use the emergency affirmations for exceptionally stupid days. And we'll see what wonderful words of wisdom come out of this deck for you. Okay. Oh. Well, today I'm happy and peaceful, thanks to that Xanax. Wow. Okay then. That is, I've got nothing to say to that one. That is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Don't forget to enter our free gift giveaway. Again, it's not being sponsored by anybody. It's just me gifting some decks that have come out of my own personal stash. I got far too many decks. Please do remember to subscribe as well. Subscribe, that'd be fantastic. It doesn't cost anything. Subscriptions are free. No membership fees here whatsoever, and not ever likely to be either. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.